Right, good morning. So we're in the yard right now, and yes, happy Monday to you all. It's a happy Monday for me because I have, yes it is, I have a flat battery. So just charging her up now. Monday morning, no one needs this on a Monday morning, do they? Checking my tyres whilst I'm actually at it. I know you can't see much here, guys, but I'm just checking the tyres. I've got a completely flat battery, so that's not the greatest start to my Monday, I must say. Hey ho, let's crack on with the week. Okay, so a happy Monday to you all today. I hope you're all doing really well. It's Monday, yes, it's a new week. And I'm just at a site that I've been to quite a few times, so it's a nice simple Monday morning for me here. I've now eventually got the battery all charged. We're up and running. So yes, we had some issues with the wagon this morning. Came in, dead battery. Took about an hour for me to get out the yard this morning and on the road to my first job, but it is what it is. We've got a charge in, she's up and running again, and now I'm being loaded for my first job. So, I hope you all had a great weekend. I just want to just apologise firstly for not uploading a video last week. Unfortunately, I was very busy. I had a very busy week to a point where I couldn't really record much, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it's been a difficult week last week. We had a few things going on, which I'll probably come on to eventually and give you a bit more detailed information about it. But at the moment, there's no need for that. There's no need for it. So, yeah, so apologies there wasn't a video out this week. But this week, as in this week, it's the week commencing the 23rd. I'll basically should get some more content, some more footage for you guys today. And for the week as well. So let's see how we get on. It should be an interesting week. It's cold. It is cold. It's frosty outside. It's a typical freezing cold January. However, we have to still crack on and we have to still make a living. So I hope you're all doing great anyway. I'll catch up with you very soon. Let's get this loaded. And then we're off to my first job this morning, which will be in Essex, Tilbury. I'm sure you all know Tilbury already. So yeah, nice, interesting one for Tilbury. And then we'll see how we get on from there. Okay, so we are at my first job of the day. I've just got into Tilbury to tip at this site. So I'm tipping wood today, just general waste wood, nothing spectacular. It's quite empty here this morning, and foreman was reversing me up and he said, driver. I'm like, what? Driver, you've got a puncture. You what? You've got a puncture. Oh, not again. So yeah, I've got a puncture rear right on the trailer, near side. So I've got to pull out here, pull up, call out the recovery to get the puncture squared away. In fact, whilst we're here, let's have a look what the damage. Very quickly, hard hat on. Let's have a look at the puncture that I've got. You can probably hear it. You can hear this. Listen to this. So, yeah, it's pretty flat. So, that's where I am with that at the moment. Got to pull up, call the recovery guys. God knows how long it's going to take to get a new tyre put on. So, I'll get back to you soon. Here we go. So, where are we now? We're parked outside the site. We're pulled up, and I've just called Bridgestone, which is the tyre fitters. They'll be with me in, I have no idea. So yeah, it's been reported. They are aware of it. They've got my mobile number. Just waiting for them to call me with an ETA of when the tyre fitter will be out. This could be half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You just never know. Depends how busy they are. But for a Monday morning, it's not the greatest start to the week. Oh, it's not the greatest start, because you like your Mondays to start off as smoothly as possible, so you get momentum for the week and crack on with your jobs. I have got another job to go to, which is down towards Eastbourne. That's where I'm meant to be going next, but not at the moment. So I'm not sure if you could hear the tyre before. It is pretty, when you've got the weight, when you've got between 20 and 25 ton on the back, you do actually hear it and see the difference, and you can see how flat it is. Now that weight has been tipped, it's not as bad as it looks, but you can hear it. So we'll pop out quickly, and hopefully we can hear it, and I'll show you. You can actually hear the tss, that sort of noise, if that makes sense. But yeah, we'll show you now and just have a look to see if it's gone down a bit more. But yeah, it's definitely a puncture I've got. Put my boots on. I always leave my boots in the door here, but when it rains, never leave them in the door. I did that the other week. They got soaking wet and I had no boots. I had to wear wet boots all day. I've learned the hard way, put it that way. Let's have a look. Let's see if the puncture has gone down a bit more. Here we go. Yeah, here we go, look. So you can see here, if you look up the trailer, the wheels, you can see the difference between this one, the middle one, and then the rear. You can just see the bulge in the tyre now. There you go. That is a real puncture, that is, isn't it? That, ladies and gentlemen, is a flat. Whether they replace it or whether they just repair it, I reckon it's a replacement job. But yeah, that's what it looks like when I was loaded. I didn't even know about it. Couldn't even see it until I got to site, in fact. Lucky enough, they told me. I always check my tyres when I load. I collect anyway, but I always double check once I tip as well. And the point, I mean, when you collect, when you're at the weight on the back of the trailer, that is when you really notice a puncture. But it was fine when I was loaded, but now I've just tipped. As I was tipping, reversing the tip, that's when he noticed it and I noticed it. But when I was at the yard, it was fine. When I was collecting, fine. But this is what happens. You could easily just run over something on a site, and run over a glass, a nail, a spring, it could be anything. Wedged into the tyre, you'll never see it till the last minute. You won't even notice it until it starts coming down once you're on the road with the weight on the back. So that's where we are. So we're waiting for Bridgestone to come out now. It's not the greatest start to my Monday, I have to say. I'm very, very disappointed. But we're gonna go back in the wagon and stay nice and warm. That's what we're gonna do, stay nice and warm. So, let me just put you down for a second. Oh, gotta take your boots off. Oh, taking my boots off. Oh, yeah. So, boots are off. Just gonna sit here, listen to some smooth, chill radio. I'm not sure if you're into smooth chill. I am. Mellows me out, chills me out, especially when I'm stressed out sometimes. Me, stressed out? Never. Oh, you're never stressed out as a HGV driver, are you? Nah. Listen to smooth chill radio. It chills you out. Pardon the pun. Yeah, that's where we are. It's Monday. I've got a puncture and we're waiting for recovery. That is the highlight of my Monday so far. I hope you're having a great Monday, a better Monday than me. Whether you're a driver, you're training to be a driver, you're not a driver yet, or maybe you like watching lorries and seeing lorries online, I don't know. Maybe it's a fascination of yours, it is mine. So yeah, I hope you're having a better Monday than me, but this is the slowest start to my Monday. So today I've had a flat battery. That wasn't the greatest start. I was in the yard before 5 o'clock this morning. My card went in just after 5. I didn't get out the yard until 6:30, once the battery was charged and the wagon was up and running, and done my vehicle checks, etc. And now I've collected, got to my tipping point, my first job of the day, and I've got a puncture. So 2 hits in one day, 2 strikes in one day. Okay, so update so far. I have been sat here for, what time is it? I've been here for, let's show you on the tacho. I've been sitting here for 2 hours, 27 minutes on break. 2 hours and 27 minutes. So, yep. I'm still waiting for the tyre fitters to arrive. Been sat here for a while. It is what it is. Maybe they're busy today. These things happen, but it is nature of the beast. So just sat here. I think I'm going to have my second coffee, and hopefully the tyre fitters should be here soon. But yeah, I've been here for nearly 2.5 hours waiting on a Monday afternoon. Not going nowhere anytime soon. The tyre is very flat now. It is very flat. But yeah, it is what it is, and that's where we are with it at the moment. So yeah, it's a waiting game still. It's a waiting game, but yeah, the tacho is doing its own thing. I'm not going to leave it on drive time. Obviously you can't leave it on drive. I'm not going to leave it on other work, because then your working time directive will be affected by that as well. That's why we put it on break, because effectively we're not working, it's not other work. So we put it on break to keep our working time directive in line with the legal side of things. So yeah, because we're effectively not even working, we're just sat here, aren't we? Or we're not driving. So yeah, just waiting still. So I'll get back to you soon with an update on what's going on. Speak to you soon. So time is now 2:39. How long has he been? How long has he been sitting here for? Ooh. There we go. 3 hours and 12 minutes waiting for a tyre fitter. Just spoke to the guy, really nice chap actually, really nice guy. He's been very busy. He's just at the back there working. It's in there. Really nice chap. He's been quite busy today, and I thought so, because I had a puncture before, and they were out here within the hour or so. It's taken over 3 hours today, so they're quite busy for a Monday. So yeah, there he is. He's just working now. Nice chap, nice guy. So he's cracking on with it now. So we're gonna sit tight, wait until he finishes, and then we'll get back on the road and crack on with our next job, hopefully, because the day is getting on. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. So we are done for the day. So managed to get the tyre repaired in the end, all done and dusted. Back on the road, did a collection around the corner, in fact, in the end, in Essex, not far from where I actually tipped my last job, and which was just waste, nothing special. And then we tipped a bit further down the M20 towards Maidstone in Kent. That's where we tipped, and to a big power station, recycling place basically, nothing special there either. So I didn't really want to get much footage there, but you can't get much footage in these places anyway. And we're now back at the yard. I've actually parked at the yard tonight for a rest. I've done, this is the time, this is how much I've done today. So I've done 13 hours and 24 minutes. I've just clocked off at 18:40 it was 2 minutes ago. I took the card out. So I'm gonna have either I can have a 9 hour or an 11 hour rest. So it's up to me really, isn't it? Yeah, that's me out, the card's out. This is me clocking off basically for the day. It's been a long day today, nearly a 13 or 13.5 hour day. And to be honest with you, 12 hours is more than enough for me. But it is what it is. I had a puncture, that delayed me a little bit more today. It is what it is. Paperwork, all done. So, oh, paperwork done, folder away. I think it's now time to ring my daughter and ring my wife, see how they are, see what they've been up to, see if my little one's had a good day at school today. This is what I do every night now, or I do every night when I'm out tramping. I could go home tonight, I could go home, however, it's about a 45 minute to an hour drive for me to get home. By the time I get home, it's like 7:45 at night. Then I've got to be back here in the morning for about 5 AM, be back on the road before 6, and then My first job tomorrow is, I think it's about 10 mile away from here. It's not too far away. That's why I've come back locally tonight. So I could go home. I could go home for a proper dinner tonight, but I think I'm not going to bother, because by the time I get home and get ready for bed, etc., you got to be up in the morning, early in the morning. I'll have to be up at 4 AM to get back here for 5 really, or half 5-ish. So pretty pointless. I'll stay in the wagon tonight, kip out tonight, and then yeah, go from there. It's been a long day for a Monday, I have to say. The typical day for me in this line of work at the moment is between 12. I don't ever do less than 12 hours a day. I'm always doing 12 hours a day. So I don't really do anything beyond that. I have days where I'm doing 13 and a half like today, 14-hour days sometimes. So there are days for the week where you maximize your time and you do maximize your driving hours, and you know, they all get the most out of you, companies. That's just the way it is in the general haulage sort of line of work, I guess. If wheels aren't moving, money's not being made, basically. So yeah, long day today, long day for a Monday, long start to the week. Hopefully towards the end of the week things may die down a little bit, fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm tired. So yeah, 6:45 now, I've clocked off. It's been a long day. I keep saying that, yes, but it has been a long day. Roll on Tuesday. Let's see what Tuesday has to bring tomorrow. I've got some different work to do tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing something different. We've got plasterboard collections tomorrow and other sort of work as well. We'll see what happens. We'll see how messy that becomes. I might wear a mask for that. I may have to wear a mask for that one, because if that breaks up, it's like powder, which won't be good for you. No, I don't think it will be. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with that line of that collection. Let's see what the site's like. Right, that's me signing off. I hope you're doing really well. I hope you enjoyed this video today. It's not been a long one, but it's been a fairly short video today. I didn't do one last week, so I wanted to get one out for you today to show you how my Monday has been, only the first day of the week, and then we'll crack on with the rest of the week and see how we're getting on. Apart from that, I'm signing off. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great rest of the week. I'll speak to you very shortly. Bye for now. Okay, so we're at another site. We're at a collection. We're at a delivery point, which is in a farm. So obviously I can't disclose where the farm is, of course, but it's in the middle of nowhere in the UK. And I just want to show you basically what we're tipping here today. It's a bit boggy, as you can see, but it's a job that has to be done. I'm just going to put the mask on. And it's this lovely stuff here. So yep, that's what we're tipping. This is what we're tipping. You've got to wear a mask purely because of what it is. It's like plasterboard powder, so you've got to be careful breathing this stuff in. When I went to collect this morning, it was horrendous. It was messy, and you have to wear a mask, have to wear goggles, safety goggles. So we're going to get this load off now. Need to open the back doors, get it tipped, and then we'll crack on with our next job. We're in the middle of nowhere, we're in a farm. I've got to get out of the gate, so we'll see how we get on. Let's just get this off first. So we haven't got the heavy load on the back, so we're not sliding around this mud like crazy, because at the moment we are. We're literally sliding around this mud like crazy. And right, anyway, let's crack on. Speak to you soon. Okay, so we have tipped. That's what we've just tipped just here. Okay, all of 25 ton of this stuff. Now you look at that and you'd never think it's heavy, but it really is heavy. You feel the weight on the back of it. So I'll just show you the state of the trailer on the back. This is how messy this can be on a walk-in floor. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is plasterboard. So I just need to get the rest of this off, obviously, and then push the headboard back, close the doors, and then we're on our way to our next job, plan our route, and get on the way to the next job. But yeah, this is the walk-in floor. It basically, the headboard basically pushes off all of the product to wherever you're obviously tipping at, where it's waste, wood, plasterboard, whatever it may be. And that's basically the job of the headboard. It's very important you push that all the way down and it gets the product off. So yeah, that is basically what we've just done. We've just tipped all of that there, all of 25 ton of it, and we get the beautiful scenery here at the same time. So I think I'll take a 15-minute break, and once I've closed this, take a 15-minute break and then crack on, try and get out of this place, and basically go from there. Speak to you soon. How the devil are we today, everyone? It's Wednesday today. It's Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. It's cold, it's windy, it's whatever you want it to be. How is everyone today? Wednesday it is. Sorry I didn't get back to you yesterday. I didn't really have a chance in the evening to do much. I actually finished, I did a 13.5-hour day yesterday, and I actually finished about, what time was it last night? I think it was 6:45. So I didn't clock off to about 7 o'clock once my end of day checks were done, paperwork and all that fun stuff. So yes, living the dream, as they say yesterday, living the dream. But yeah, it was a tough day yesterday. Did quite a bit more mileage on the road. But today, what have we done today then? So today I tipped this morning. So I didn't get to tip my load I had yesterday, last night, because they were closed. Got some sleep, had some dinner, relaxed for a little, listened to some music. I watched a little bit of a series link that I'm watching at the moment, bit of TV, and I was asleep by 9:30 last night. And then the tipping, the yard that I was tipping at this morning doesn't open till 7 o'clock, 7 AM. So that's quite a nice little lay-in for me this morning. So, but I still had my card in by 6. My card was in by 6, up by 5:30, card in at 6, had a wash, brush my teeth, have your breakfast as you do, a cup of coffee, and then I was at my tipping point at 7, get my teeth back in, at 7 o'clock. What else? I then looked at my wagon, did my checks once I tipped, noticed I might have a slight flat on its way on a trailer, but I've kept an eye on it all day. It's absolutely fine, so maybe it's just me. So yeah, no issues there with vehicles today, no sort of defects. Oh, 2 seconds. No sort of defects today or anything like that. So happy days, happy days. So the plan is today is I've got my collection's done. I went to Barking today in Essex, did a collection there. I'm now sat at one of the power stations for tipping, just waiting in the queue. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think I'm 7th or 8th in the queue for tipping, so I might not get through on this one, but I should get through on the next one. I'm hoping to get home tonight. It's a Wednesday evening. Yes, I am out tramping all week. However, I think if you can, the key is to communicate with your planner and to communicate as much as possible. So I have asked if I can maybe do a little bit more local work today, just so I can get home tonight, see my daughter, see my wife, and it sort of breaks up my week of sort of tramping. Yes, I do lose my night out money, which contributes towards your income, of course, but it is what it is. I'd rather go home and see my family and then come back in early tomorrow and then crack on with a Thursday, and then I'm pretty much on the sort of final hurdle, if you like, on the Friday, foot down Friday, to get myself home. One thing I'd say with the nature of this business or the nature of this line of work, so tramping for example, there is never no guarantee you're going to get home through the week. I know there's many tramping positions out there where you'll never get home through the week. However, you know, I have been informed, I have been told that if you've got a requirement, speak to your planner, communicate with your planner. If they can help you, they will try and help you. And I'm assuming that's down to having a decent planner, and every planner is different, I guess, and every line of work that you're doing is different as well. So, but I guess, you know, everything's based on traffic, accidents. Your day needs to go relatively smoothly to get home at a decent time through the week, if you do get an opportunity to. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. So I'm hoping to get home tonight for a little bit of a sort of time out, get back in tomorrow, and then crack on tomorrow. So let's see how long it takes for me to get this job complete. So yeah, I hope you're all having a great day today anyway. I hope you're all having a great day, whatever it is you're doing. But you've got to be positive. You've got to be positive. It's, you know, in any line of work, especially this line of work in driving, it's very difficult to stay positive sometimes. You know, you do get time to think a lot. You do get time to think a lot, which can be a good thing or a bad thing, depends how you approach it in your head. But, you know, with this line of work that I'm doing, you do get a chance to, you know, chill, think, and plan the rest of your day. I mean, last night I got back, I've cleaned the windows, all the windows are clean. I give them a good clean, mirrors are all clean. I've given my wagon a good clean last night. Gave the wagon a good clean, spruce. I'll just show you around actually, whilst we're sat here. So, give my steering wheel a good clean. It's all, because it can get dusty in here sometimes. Got my taco disc there, not sure if anyone uses one of those. Nice and shiny, nice and clean. Got my head torch here when I need it. Chewing gums when I need it at the moment. Phone holder. Got my Help for Heroes mug that I tend to use. My coffee, etc. So I tend to use that. I always carry hand wash with me because you never know when you need that. I need that. I use it after every collection or every tip, especially collection. If I'm touching the straps or anything like that, or the ratchet straps, they're so dirty, I try and wash my hands as much as I can. So it's important to have that in your wagon, I think. Got my phone here. Obviously I've got my iPhone here, so I do a lot of editing and recording on my phone at the moment, purely because I don't get the opportunity at home. At the moment I've got my cooler in the passenger seat, so it's all strapped around with a ratchet strap, with a bungee, should I say, secure. Seatbelt is around it here, so it can't really move. And obviously I've got my hard hat if I need it, and that's pretty much it. Not sure if you've noticed, but I've actually got carpets in this wagon, so I've actually got carpets down here. It's really comfy, keeps the heat in, so the whole wagon has been carpeted. Put some nice carpet down, measured it all, cut it all, etc., and it's come out quite nicely. And obviously my bed's just behind here, of course. But yeah, there's not really much to show you in the wagon really, but I've given it a good clean. It's all nice and crisp, all nice and clean. And I'm quite, you know, quite home pride. So because I'm living here through the week, I do try and keep it as clean as possible, because obviously it is your home through the week. So you do want to try and keep it as clean as possible. So yeah, it's another driver giving a thumbs up. He's a nice guy, that driver there, really nice chap. He works for the same company as me. Really nice guy. I've noticed with a lot of drivers as well, I've always said there's a lot of really decent drivers in this company, nice people. Some people won't say boo to a goose, but the majority of drivers I've noticed who I work for really are helpful, really are just genuinely down to earth. If you need a hand or something, they'll help you. You know, everyone's there to help each other, because it's in everyone's best interest to get to site, get the job done, get on the road, get it tipped. And I do tend to get chatting to a few drivers, which I do enjoy doing, because it's good to speak to older drivers, been driving for 30 years, 20, 30 years, or even been with a firm for a while. And they'll be honest with you and open with you, and it's good to get that feedback, good to get that insight, if you like. I mean, with the whole tramping role, don't get me wrong, since I've been doing it, which is for a short space of time, it can be a lonely world. And I think if you do get out there speaking, when you do tip or you're collecting or you're somewhere static, it's really important to get speaking to people, whether it's other drivers or not. I think it's important because you can get quite lonely if you don't really chat to people. Don't get me wrong, not everyone wants to talk to you. People just like their own space, which I do as well. That's why I do this line of work. But it's important to keep your social activity going because it's good for your mind. And if you're just out there all the time, all by yourself, you do get morbid, I think, and you can quite easily end up in a real sort of hole, if you like. And you know, yeah, so it's not good for your mental health if you don't have that little 5 or 10 minutes chatting to other drivers, if you like, when you're at tipping points or collection points. It's good to have that social activity when you get the opportunity. So I do recommend it if you do become a tramper, is don't be shy, just get talking to people. You know, they either talk to you or they don't. If they want to talk to you, not a problem. But I know one thing's for sure, I try and talk to as many people as I can. If someone approaches me and wants to talk to me, then I'll give them my time. 1,000,000% give them my time, because I know what it feels like to not have that social activity when you're a tramper, or when you're just a HGV driver in general. So that social activity is quite important. If someone speaks to me, asks me for help, I'm always going to help them, 1,000,000%, because I like that side of it. I like the social side of it as well. So I do think it's very important you get yourself out there to speak to other drivers if you're not doing much, because it's important keeping your brain working, ticking over, and keeping that social activity going, just for your mental health side of things. Anyway, that could be a video for a separate day. Anyway, I'll stop waffling on because I'm still sat here waiting. Hopefully it should be going on soon, but I will keep you posted on whether I get home tonight. I'm not sure I can give you much footage on the wagon today because the work I'm doing is local and it's not really that exciting, but I'll try. But I've got to be careful on sites, etc. as well. So yeah, anyway, I'll get back to you shortly. Okay, so it's now, the time is now 16:53. I tipped my last job last time we spoke. I've already collected my next job, and I'm currently waiting to tip my last job of the day, hopefully. Today, let's look at my taco. I've done today, let's have a look, 10 hours 57 so far, 10 hours 57, so it's nearly 5 to 5, so yeah. So that idea, or that hope of me getting home tonight, unfortunately is diminishing by the minute, unfortunately. So it is what it is, of course. Oh, let's turn it back on so you can see me. Yeah, it's not what I hoped. It's starting to rain. It's not what I was hoping for, but it's getting a bit later now. It takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to get home, to drive home anyway, so that's looking out of the question tonight. It is Wednesday. It would have been nice to get home tonight, it would have been nice, but I know on past experiences on waiting at this tipping point, because it is a very busy place, I know that you can sort of judge the time, the waiting times, etc. So yeah, it's not looking very promising for me tonight. So I'll get back to you soon. But the thought of going home tonight was nice. Never guarantee you're going home in this job. That's one thing I've learned about tramping, is if you get local work by your planner and you do get a chance to go home, fantastic. If you don't, never rely on it. Never make promises to anyone, because there's no guarantee you will get home. Because by the time you get home, it's getting late. You've got to get back out in the morning, back to work, back on the road for or to your first job by a certain time, for example. Yeah, so there's a lot of things to take into consideration with tramping. It is what it is, but hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I keep saying it is what it is, but it's true, it literally is. So you just got to get on with things, get on with life, and get on with work. But yeah, that's where we are at the moment. We're just waiting, and I'll give you an update very shortly on what I'm doing, whether I go home or whether I don't go home. So let's see what happens. Let's see how soon I get tipped. Speak to you soon. How are we? So It's Thursday, so good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday morning. It is 10:24 on, if you can see that, on a Thursday morning. And unfortunately, I do apologise, I didn't have a chance to record last night. I will be completely honest with you. I got back, I tipped that last job last night, and yeah, that's where we are with that. So did I get a chance to go home last night? You're probably wondering, because I didn't record last night. I was knackered. I just wanted to get some sleep. I was so tired. I took 11 hours off last night because I finished pretty late, and I decided to not go home last night. Now the reason being is because it was getting late. It takes me a bit of time to drive home. I did get out of my previous job quite late. It was chucking down with rain as well, and it really, I was just tired. So the thought of getting home last night was great, but I didn't get home in the end due to trying to get that last tip delivered and finished for the day. So I decided to take 11 hours off last night, get some sleep, get some decent rest before I start again today. I didn't put my tacho on until about 6:30 this morning because I needed 11 hours off. I could have taken a 9, but I decided to take 11 off. So yes, that's where I am with that. So yeah, I didn't get home last night. There you go. So, you know, like I said before, it is the nature of the beast, if you like, if that's the best way to put it. In tramping, you're pretty much out all week, but if you get the opportunity to go home, fantastic. It's a bonus. I do try and get myself home at least once a week if I can, midweek if I can. If my planner can help me with that, that's brilliant. So I do try and get home. If I can't, it is what it is. Obviously, business demands come first. I understand that as well. And that's something, if you're going into the tramping world, that's what you need to understand, I think. I'm not saying every business or every company or job operates that way, but with the nature of work we do, and I do, that's basically, it is what it is. But it's Thursday today. I'm going to be positive. It's Friday tomorrow. So you've got to be positive. We're nearly at the end of the week already. This week's gone really quick. I'm not going to lie, it's gone really quick. In fact, I'm sitting here right now, waiting to go in and be tipped. I'm reading the Trucker's Handbook because rather than sit here on my phone, scrolling through social media, which has no impact on my life at all at times, I'm going to read the Trucker's Handbook. I'm doing something constructive with my time. So I've just been sitting here reading through this. And to be honest with you, if you haven't got this yet, the Essential New Trucker's Handbook, I do recommend you go and get yourself a copy. I've left a link below this video, in fact. And everything related to the trucking world, this book by Malcolm Green. Malcolm Green, the guy's name is, the publisher, author, and it's got everything in here from roadsides. It gives you more information regarding the line of work that you want to do as well. So if you want to do skip work, tippers, multi-drop, brewery deliveries, general haulage, supermarkets, shipping containers, you name it, it's got every line of work in here and what you can expect going into that line of work. So it really is pretty knowledgeable, pretty good. ADR, car transporters, music theatre and film work, jobs abroad if you decide to do European work as well, sat navs, you know, driver fatigue, you name it, it's all in here. Vehicle checks, what to look out for, how to secure your loads. It's got it all in here, guys. I won't keep going on about it, but yeah, get yourself a copy. I've left the link below this video. Have a look at it, get yourself a copy. It's a lifetime investment, a one-time payment. I think, well, what is it, £18, just under £20 in sterling to buy this. It's priceless. it will help you so much. If you're unsure of driving hours and the law of driving in the UK, this really will help you to understand more and to stay within that perimeter of your tacho, for example. So go and get yourself a copy from Malcolm Green, link below the video. I'm going to continue reading that shortly, but I do tend to read it occasionally whilst I'm waiting to be loaded or tipping, etc. I can't complain. Although I want to get tipped, I'm being paid to sit here and speak to you lovely people. If you haven't already, and I'll say it right now, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I left the link there or below the video where you can subscribe, turn your notifications on, and any videos that become available, I will update you straight away, and you'll get updated straight away that a video's gone live. You'll be the first one to see it. But also, please give me a thumbs up if you like these videos, or a thumbs down if you don't like them. I know the videos can be quite boring, me talking at times, but the aim is to try and give you as much as possible as the days and weeks go on. It all depends on the line of work I've got on as well. Obviously, I've had a flat this week, a puncture. I've had an unusual load this week, which was very unusual because I've not done that before, but quite enjoyable. So this is what I like about general haulage. You don't know what you're going to be facing next. Obviously, I work with walk-in floors, so you've got an idea of the line of work you do. You do repetitive work sometimes, but sometimes you get the jobs where you're like, well, okay, that could be interesting. And this week has been a different type of week with some workloads as well. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this week's videos, but my aim is to give you some knowledge as well as we go as well, so you know what you're letting yourself in for if you're a new driver, if you're currently going through your training, even if you're an experienced driver and you've probably forgotten some sort of knowledge. I hope these videos are giving you something back. But yeah, please like, comment and subscribe. Thumbs up would be great, and don't forget to turn your notifications on. That will be very, very much appreciated, because your support is, I'm always very grateful for everyone's support, and I do mean that so much. And for those that have been following me since day one, you know how much it means to me that you're showing me support and have done. And I hope what I'm giving back is giving you some sort of value. So please comment below if it is helping you. If it's not, be honest and say, yes, it's not. But if it is giving you some sort of value and help, and if you're enjoying the videos, please let me know, because I never know whether people are enjoying the videos. I get really nice comments. But if you are genuinely enjoying the videos, let me know what you're enjoying about the videos, and I'll try and stay on that path for you as much as I can. If there's anything you would like to know, once again, give me some ideas, and I'll do my very best to give you that as the weeks and days commence. So anyway, it's Thursday, we're waiting to tip this load. I'll get back to you very shortly with an update on what's going on with me and my week, or the rest of my week moving forward. Speak to you soon. So I hope you're all doing well. We are on the move to our tipping point. So just doing a little bit of road footage for you. So I'm hoping you can guess where I am. I'm sure a few people probably could. So on the left hand side here, this is where I did my training. This is who I trained with, Mainstream Group. Hello Mainstream Group, if you're listening or watching. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going past your office right now. I hope you're all doing well. Oh, this should be interesting. Oh, please tell me that wagon is going to move out of my way. This could be interesting. Let's see if we can get through here. Should be okay. We should be okay. It's too late now. I'm already committed. Yeah, we should be okay. Should be just fine. So basically, I've just collected. I am at 25, just over 25 ton or so on the back, and yeah, we're heavy. So I've just had a break, just got myself a burger with onions and ketchup, a quarter pounder. Yes, the typical healthy truckers diet, as they say. But I've been eating well all week pretty much, so I thought I'd treat myself to something a bit naughty for lunch today. Handbrake on because we're heavy. It's pretty busy this road to get out, so someone is going to have to let me out. I'm going to have to commit, unfortunately. So if no one lets me out, I'm going to have to commit and force myself out to a degree, because unfortunately that's the way it is. It's not always part of the plan to dominate, but when you know you've got enough time to sort of manoeuvre and let yourself out, 9 times out of 10 car drivers etc. tend to get the gist that heavy goods needs more room. You just have to dominate to a degree. So we're just going through an industrial estate now. We're not too far from my delivery point, so my tip-in point, so fairly straightforward. But this is basically where I did my training. So if you haven't been following my videos, this is where I did my training. Mainstream Group, their training facility is just down here. So we've gone past their head office, their main office. Not that I was actually showing you that. That wasn't the idea behind it. It's just I ended up down that road, and that's basically where the office is. I did my CPC course there. So if you're looking to get your training done, they are a good company to go with. They'll give you some great training. They do lots of courses. I'm actually contemplating whether to do another course recently with them. Actually, not contemplating, but I mean, I'm thinking about doing another course. So I'm having a look at their courses that they do. I'm thinking about doing, sort of stepping up my sort of knowledge and skill level as a HGV driver. So we'll see what they have available and what they do, and then go from there. But yeah, just that roundabout which you can pass there, take a right, that takes you to their practical facility, their practical training camp. But if we keep going down here, we're going to take a left at the roundabout, and then that'll take us all the way up towards Nichols, which is another haulage firm, curtain siders, walk-in floor work, etc. They do all that sort of stuff. So we're off to Kemsley Business Park. Kemsley Business Park. That's where we're off to right now. So around here, like I said, is all the warehouse and sort of industrial areas around here. Really, there's nothing exciting around here whatsoever. So yeah, it's not that exciting around here. But this is where our collection point and a tipping point is going to be. So not a great deal of mileage to do between the two jobs, the two destinations. Hey ho, let's see. So it's Thursday today. I'm hoping to maybe get home tonight, although I'll be home tomorrow, but I don't know, we'll see how we do for time today. So there could be a bit of a wait at this place that we're going to. I could be sitting there for 2 hours, 3 hours, even 4 hours. It gets that busy. There's a number of companies that use this power station, this facility, to tip general waste. So this is where it all goes basically. So all the sort of bin men, like such as Biffa, Suez, number of sort of bin companies, rubbish companies, well, I don't know what they're called, but recycling firms I call them. They go and collect your bins in the residential areas. Then they come to they go to distribution places where they tip, and then we go in with the heavy vehicles, the heavy goods wagons, the walking floor wagons. We collect, we get loaded, and then we go to the power stations where basically they recycle, or I don't know what they do. I don't know the exact process, but they burn, I'm assuming burn all the waste, and this is how it gets recycled basically. So yeah, there's a company there, Waste Management Solutions. They're another firm. They've just come from the power station. So you can see it's pretty busy. A lot of wagons down here, different companies. We've because you've got, who have you got down here? You've got Morrison's down here. And I know Eddie Stobart Group do a lot of Morrison's work. So you see a lot of them down here. A huge distribution centre down here. Massive distribution centre. I know Eddie Stobart run out of this one and do the I think the southeast of England runs from this distribution centre. So I've heard. So yeah, very busy down here. It can be. It's just full of haulage firms, haulage companies. So if you're looking for work, this is a good place to come and look. This is in Sittingbourne, Kemsley. There's a lot of work around here, driving work, etc. So if you're from this way, it's a good place to look. But you can see Morrison's, you should be able to see Morrison's now as I approach this roundabout. That's Morrison's just in front there. That's one of their main southeast distribution centres. And Eddie Stobart, I think Kalina Group run out of there as well and do a lot of work out of there too. So yeah. So yeah, a lot of very busy. Anyway, we're nearly there now, so you'll see where I'm actually tipping today. Obviously I can't show you in the facilities, but I can show you what we're approaching and the sort of power station we're going to now. Very organised place. You need a driver card, you need a driver card to get into. You scan your card, it recognises you as the driver personally, your registration plate of the wagon you're driving, the company you work for. It's very well organised here, so you can't even get in without a card. It's very, you know, pretty well organised. So we're going to take a right here at the roundabout, take it nice and slow because I'm very heavy. You can see that I'm actually taking it very slowly. I'm not, you know, there's no need for speeding because I've got over 25 tonne on the back of this trailer, and you don't want to be speeding around roundabouts. You want to be taking your time, and you know, there's never a rush to get to places. That's my outlook to it. You want to get there safely. So this is us coming into Kemsley now. Welcome to Kemsley. This is one of the places we do tip at, one of the main places we tip at for general waste. And look how busy it is. You can see all the wagons queuing up down here, and it looks like there is going to be a good old wait down here. And I could be waiting here for 3 or 4 hours quite easily. So yeah, I think we'll just sit here for a second and wait until the wagons in front move up, and then we can start moving up as well and going from there. But if you can see the big building with the smoke coming out of it, that's the power station we're going to. Once we get to the front, we'll get onto the weighbridge. We're going to the office, give them our ticket, weighbridge, get weighed in obviously, and then go and tip. On the way out we grab a ticket, a receipt, and then yeah, jobs are good hopefully. So let's see what time I finish tonight. We have no idea. It's now 2:15. I don't think I'll be out of here until way gone 5 o'clock. That's 3, 4, 5 o'clock, yeah, I would say so, 5 o'clock. So it is a waiting game. We are going to be waiting a while, but nature of the job, patience is an essence. Morning, good morning. So oh, I feel rough today, that's for sure. I feel rough. So it's Friday. It's Friday. It is, excuse the voice. I woke up very sore throat this morning. Oh, sore throat, I've got a headache. I've just taken 2 paracetamol. Sore throat, headache, runny nose, I'm sneezing like crazy. I've got a cough. It's now 05:30 in the morning. We call it Foot Down Friday, to a point where you want to get up as early as possible, get out, get your jobs done, and get back at a decent time. My card's been in since 5:15, so it would take me about 15 minutes to between 15 and 30 minutes for my morning vehicle checks. I've just done a quick sweep around the wagon. All is looking well. I woke up to a flat battery, unfortunately, so I've had to restart to get a jump pack. I actually kicked in the yard last night. I've got a jump pack and jump started the
the wagon, so I'm letting it run for a little while. Oh, I've got a sore throat. Yeah, so that's where I'm with it at the moment. I feel very rough, very, very rough. I'm hoping to finish at a decent time today, hopefully, and get home at a decent time today, because the last 2 Fridays, I've been getting home at a really crappy time, if you like. So yeah, let's see how we get on today. It's early in the morning, but yeah, let's see how we do. We'll do a little bit of footage on the road this morning on the way to my first job, which is about 15-20 minutes away. It's like local work today, so hopefully I'll get back at a decent time, and then we go from there. So yeah, let's see how we do. I'll speak to you very shortly.
The sweet sound of an SUV on an open road.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Once again, we're back. So, we are heading out of the yard. Off we go to our first job. It is very early in the morning. Well, it's 6:15. I hope you can hear me okay. Excuse me. I do have a very sore throat this morning and could do with a few maybe cough sweets or throat sweets. That is what I could do with, actually, to be honest with you. But nevertheless, we will crack on with the morning. Is he gonna let me go? It looks like he is. So yeah, we're off to our first job. I hope you can see okay. Oh god, my throat. Oh, I've got a really sore throat today, so I'll try and keep this as short as possible for all the talking, etc. But yeah, I'm not feeling the greatest today, I'm not gonna lie. I feel very, very rough. I feel really rough today, but I want to record for you guys, for everyone this morning. It is Friday, it's been a long week, and I do want to get it out there and show you what I've been doing. I hope, like I said, I do hope that you've got an insight of what I do every day this week as a tramper. My aim is to maybe give you a bit more with regards to what exactly we do as trampers from start to finish, with regards to the way we live through the week, how we conduct ourselves, how we wash, how we sleep. Maybe I'll do a video on that next week or the week after and see how we do with that. Because I've had a few questions regarding tramping and what does my week consist of. So maybe I'll do a video on that and it'll give you more of an insight of what we do, or of what I do. But it's pretty much similar to what everyone else does. So yeah, I just made myself a coffee. I've got my coffee next to me. I've had my morning Actimel, if that's how you pronounce it, which is the yogurt shots that you have in the mornings. So yeah, so a few wagons are out this morning. There's still a few wagons left at the yard. I'm not sure where their work is this morning, but I know one thing's for sure. My first job, they open about 6 o'clock, so I like to get there about 6:15 at the very latest. Okay, so we're back at the yard. This is me clocked off for the day. It's now 4:15, 11-hour shift today. I'm back at the yard. I'm just packing up all my stuff. So we've got all the rubbish bags here. This is all my rubbish going to go in the bin. I've got washing and all my clean stuff that I've not used this week is here. Paperwork will be handed in a second. Got all my bag, etc. here. So yeah, just packing up now, guys, for the weekend. Wagon's all clean, you can see here, all nice and clean, ready to go for next week, Monday. And then, yeah, who's that? Oh, hang on a second, who's that? Someone coming to see me? Yes or no? No. Yeah, so that's me done for the week. Looking forward to getting home. A couple of beers tonight, and yes, relax the weekend, see my family, back in next week for another week at work. So I hope you all have a fantastic week, fantastic weekend. I'll see you next week. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Your support is also always much appreciated and grateful, and I'll see you next week for another trucker vlog. Have a great one. Speak to you soon.